guys, Susan here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my Stephen King movie collection. I have them in DVD and in VHS. I just happened across these things in thrift stores, in the Walmart bargain bins, etc. A couple I have paid retail for, but usually I just happen to find them. So anyway, let's start with the VHS since that's the oldest technology. The first one is The Green Mile. Now this is a prison film. Tom Hanks was spectacular in this. Great casting there. But this is a memorable movie for me. The characters come to life and you really learn to care about them, and then when things happen to them you cry as only Stephen King can make you do. But that's a double VHS. That's a longer one. Paul Edgecombe didn't believe in miracles until the day he met one. Paul Edgecombe is Tom Hanks in the movie. Okay, the next one is, again, it's a prison one. The Shawshank Redemption. Now, a lot of people don't understand that Stephen King wrote Shawshank Redemption. But this is another one that you get invested in the characters and you want to see them do well. And you're rooting for them, and then things happen and you're upset. So that was a great one too. These ones I've watched all of these multiple times and I will never get rid of them. In fact, when it comes down to it, if I can't get a DVD copy of the ones on VHS, I will record them onto DVD to keep them, preserve them, because ultimately the tapes will fail. I mean, time, right? Time and use. The next one here is Dreamcatcher. Now this one has to do with aliens and a group of friends that have to deal with them and the things that happen to them. This is a lot of people don't particularly like Dreamcatcher. I loved it, but then I'm into aliens too, so this was a great combination for me. Stephen King and aliens, yes. I like Tommyknockers too, the movie, the book. I don't have the movie Tommyknockers yet. Okay, here's another one, Perfect Storm. This one is about a boat, obviously. Perfect Storm. And Andrea Gale, the fishing boat Andrea Gale, battles the most powerful weapon nature ever devised in the perfect storm. So I have the screenplay book form of The Perfect Storm by Stephen King. So that's a great companion for that one. This one, oh my gosh. Again, great casting. Kathy Bates in Misery. Okay, she is the perfect Annie Wilkes. Paul Sheldon's #1 fan. Paul Sheldon's a writer and he gets in a car accident after finishing his latest novel. And he gets in an accident and lo and behold, it's right by where Annie Wilkes lives. She finds him and, yeah. The things that poor man goes through, I think he probably would have wished he perished in the accident rather than land in her hands. The last VHS I've got is Thinner. And this one is Let the Curse Fit the Crime. It's Stephen King's novel about gypsies. And a curse that gets laid on this person. And he finds a way to relay that curse and get rid of it himself. but in the worst way possible. You don't want to have to make that decision, but he did. So the ending, I'll leave that to you to either read or watch that movie. But that is, I have the books as well, a couple of copies of Thinner. So a lot of these I have alternate media. These are, to me, classic Stephen King's, okay? These are the older ones that you really treasure. If you've seen them, if you love Stephen King the way I do, you treasure all of the movies and things. I always prefer books over movies, mainly because in the books, when you're reading it, your imagination fleshes out the characters just by what you're reading. And it's all strained through what you've been through in your life. It filters through all of that, and that's what gives you the vision of what these characters look like. When you watch a movie, somebody cast the person in that movie. These people look a certain way, and you can't unsee it. So to me, books rule over movies every time. No matter how good the movie is, the book is always better to me. Anyway, on to my DVD collection. I have The Dark Tower with Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey. Now again, a lot of people didn't like this adaptation. They didn't think it followed the book close enough. They didn't like the way the characters acted or something. I quite enjoyed this, but knowing that movies don't often follow the book faithfully, they are adaptations of, based on. They're not direct correlation to the book. So as long as you understand that, then the movie should fail or stand on its own, not according to the book. It's like, that's a book, that's a movie. You know, they're not the one and the same. They never will be, because there is a director, and they have some artistic input. So as long as you understand that, then you can watch movies as well as books. Okay, the next one is Stephen King's The Mist. This was a scary one in some ways, just because you could actually see it happening one day. It is straight out of his imagination, and I really I enjoyed it. I do have a copy of this book as well, but I also enjoyed the movie, so there you go. This one got out of the Walmart bargain bin, $8. It's still in the wrapper. I haven't opened it yet. Now, I have seen this on TV. It was on TV. But I am glad that I have the DVD copy. And when It Chapter 2 is out in DVD, and I think it is now, I'm going to be getting It Chapter 2 on DVD as well, so I have the collection. But this was a fascinating book and movie. This was my first real fright with Stephen King. I have the book, It. It is like a door stopper. It's big. But the plot is great on this one. There are a lot of controversies about the Losers Club, etc. And the way they treated certain sections of this video. But again, Movies should stand on their own because they are not directly related to the book. It's not the book in movie form. It's an adaptation from the book. And that's all I gotta say on that one. Okay, the next one is The Dark Half. Now this was fascinating. It's about a writer and his alter ego that he created and wrote about, and the alter ego basically comes to life and creates havoc. Okay, this was great. I again have the book The Dark Half as well. Recently read that one again, and then I watched this. The book again is better to my liking. This didn't go near as far as the book does in details, so I preferred the book. This I got, guess last year, again at Walmart. It was on deal, and it was Stephen King videos, a collection of them, and I am so glad I picked these up. There is several on each case. The Stand, great movie, great movie. A lot of people are reading The Stand now with this whole pandemic thing going on. I have a copy of The Stand. I have a copy of the unabridged Stand. So like I have different versions as well as the movie now. This also has The Langoliers. Now that is a far out video. It'll make you look at flying on an airplane differently from then on. Golden Years. Again, it's another secret government lab exposes an elderly man to mysterious chemicals. Yeah, so that's kind of trippy and out there. This folder contains The Dead Zone, Pet Sematary. Now that is the original Pet Sematary, not the remake. Silver Bullet, which I believe was an ebook, and it was online for something. It's a cool video too. And Graveyard Shift. So there's 4 on that section. They're all in separate. Dead Zone, Pet Sematary, Silver Bullet, Graveyard Shift. Okay. And then this one is The Stand. 2 parts. There's 2 discs for Stand because it's a longer video. Langoliers, Golden Years is a 2-parter. 2 discs for Golden Years as well. And so that was quite the deal. I think I got that for like $20, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, seven movies for $20. So that was a deal to me. Anyway, that is the current collection of videos I've got of Stephen King's. And again, I'm always looking for more every time I go thrifting. If I go to a flea market or a yard sale, I always keep my eye open for Stephen King stuff. Let me know if you're ever watching Stephen King movies, whether you prefer the movie to the book, what you've seen, what's your favorite. Let me know in the comment section down below, would you? I'd love to hear what your outlook is on Stephen King videos, given that the current Pet Sematary has been redone, and there's a lot of talk about his adaptations, which ones are the best, which are the worst, etc. I'd love to talk to you in the comment section below. I love hooking up with you guys, and talking all things Stephen King. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.